Going on, y'all? 7, 23, 24, 7, 23, 24. Hola. Alright, y'all. So, time to get back on it. Be consistent. Alright, so, at the end of the day, there is something called Project 25. I'm sure you guys have heard a few things about it. Somewhere along the lines of, okay, it's illegal to be homeless, right? And so the first time I heard that, it affected me because technically I'm homeless. Um, Not detrimentally homeless on the streets or anything like that. However, I was, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. And so it rang a bell and it made me feel an awakening from that. And so I believe Ed Gordon was on today. Angela Ree, I believe is her last name. Pardon me if I'm saying it incorrectly, but I'm gonna do some more research about it, basically, because between the Steve Harvey morning show and going back and forth to the Breakfast Club, he discussed tons of topics, and I overheard it being like 980 something pages. And guess who wants to sit there and read it? Me. So I'm gonna go looking for it. If anybody knows where you can find it, or maybe I just need to do the research and share more, that for me is something that's very imperative, and I want to know and read about that, right? Because that not only just touches on certain topics as far as just homelessness, but as far as some of the things I've read and scanned over, is basically trying to get it back to where it was pre-Obama, pre this, and undoing everything that we've already kind of worked for. I'm saying we, like, but for the people that vote consistently. And so one promise that I've set to myself is I'm gonna early vote this year. I promised myself no matter what, if I have to miss work, which I'm not, but if it's that extreme, like I told myself, you have to. And for the other, you know, just in general, imperative things, I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna vote. Even if I'm unsure who these people are, do your research, study, make your vote count. Because as much as we want to say it doesn't matter, it does. So, because I've realized it's like, if you're not making your voice heard and you're coming out here just talking, it's like, what's the point, right? Nobody would know that unless I blasted myself. So I'm choosing to blast myself to keep myself accountable, because I need that. Get on me, get on myself. And so I can keep myself accountable and keep other people accountable and kind of just keep this thing going, right? And so I'm just going to touch a little bit on what I know and what I kind of skimmed over as far as the Project 2025. And then, like I said, I'm going to do some more research and share with you guys, anybody that's interested in hearing about it. But it's basically a transitional project, also known as Project 2025. The initiative is organized by the Heritage Foundation with the aim of promoting a collection of conservative and right-wing policy proposals to reshape the United States federal government and consolidate executive powers should Donald Trump win the 2024 presidential election. So it's most likely a liberal government bureaucracy. What else did I think I touched on? One other thing. Let me see. This is basically going on to the FBI, Department of Commerce, the FCC, the FTC, the Department of Homeland Security. The blueprint seeks to institute tax cuts. Its writers disagree on the wisdom of protectionism. Yeah, I want to know more. Like, what is this? You know what I mean? They're just saying homelessness, but it has to be so much deeper than it is, period. If it's almost 1,000 pages. So I'm going to read it and I'm going to share it with you guys, period. If I don't do anything else this week, I don't know how long it'll take, but I'm going to read it. Mark my words. So it's basically saying to enforce the Cornstalk Act to persecute those who send and receive contraceptives and abortion pills. It's talking about sexual orientation. It can't legally promote a specific presidential candidate. So yeah, I'm gonna go, like I said, look more on the background as far as everything. Though the project's controversial proposal has caused the Trump campaign to view it as an annoyance, July 5th, 2024, Trump publicly distanced himself from Project 2025, saying he knew nothing about it and that some of the ideas were ridiculous and abysmal. So people are correlating it with him tying it to this party. So I don't know what's true and what's not. A lot of it's false news, fake news. So it's like dive deeper, do your own research, read about it, because hearsay is hearsay. I can say you said this, you said that, and we never know just because of how social media and media is nowadays, right? And so, yeah, if he did, he did. If he didn't, he didn't. But at the end of the day, do your own research. Understand, try and understand more and more what these parties represent, because regardless, you're not going to 100% agree with each party. And so I understand why people are independent or choose not to vote, because some people are getting to a point where they're like, bro, I don't want to pick the lesser of two evils. I don't want to vote at all, because for them it's like you're danged if you do, you're danged if you don't, regardless, right? It's going to affect you either way. But I've realized that at the end of the day, it will make the blow less harsh. Let's just say that. The difference from voting and not voting. Yeah, this is so important. And it's making me so... I'm realizing how and why I was so antsy this time around election time many moons ago. Couldn't sleep because I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't saying anything. And regardless if people respond or not, I'm realizing this is something I'm passionate about. Oh, well, passion might be a bit strong, but I'm super interested in it. I want to learn more about it, the judicial system, more laws, stuff like that. Getting involved with it, sharing, and hoping that somebody hears it and it rings a bell and gets people to want to read more and learn about it. Because if you don't know, you don't know. And I know I don't know a lot, but I know a lot of little and a little of a lot. And so when you think you know everything, you know nothing at all, if that makes any sense. Because if I was wrong, I was wrong. If I was right, I was right. But I could have been right. But if I was wrong, I'm playing. If anybody knows where that movie's, what line that's from, then you know what's up. But anyway, I'm rambling, and that's okay. But I've been on here almost 9 minutes, and I think that's my time. I am about to do some reading on this so I can come on here and discuss with you guys some more. I love you. Good night. Good grand rising. Good morning. Whatever you want to call it. Y'all have a great one. I'll see you guys soon. Yeah. If you're curious, do the research. And that's what I'm learning. Don't wait. Look it up yourself. And you don't always have to go on Google. There's libraries. So guess what I'm going to do this week? There's books. There's libraries. There's articles you can read that are outside of just Google, YouTube, and stuff like that. So let's get it, man. Let's educate ourselves and wake up. Love y'all. Peace. God loves you. He likes you. But he loves you even more.